Hello and welcome on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Good one, Nigerian team, that is the volleyball team. They are really doing well right now as they won the second game against Gambia. Also in the 3-set they play against Gambia, they have to appreciate the fact that they've done well after winning against the first game that they play against Morocco. The second one right now, they just did by winning also against Gambia. They'll be facing Tunisia, the host nation, as the Under-21 Nations Cup is taking place in Tunisia, talking about volleyball. Once again, you are welcome on the show, and joining me to talk sport this hour is Olawale Peters.
Yeah, good evening, Adeni. It's my pleasure to be back to the studio.
Good one. I just rolled it there that our Under-21 boys also, or rather men, they've done well. They've won their second game against Gambia. You know, in the morning we talked about them winning against Morocco, all in the 3 sets. Now they've done the same thing against Gambia by winning also the 3 sets.
So I think it's a very good one. Like we said in the morning, having beaten Morocco, and now they've beaten Gambia also. So the next match will be against Tunisia, and what they just need to do is they're going to play against host nation. I know when you are playing against the host nation and there's this kind of support
they get from their people.
The support that they get from the supporters, then also the motivation that comes from the team themselves that, oh, this is our home, so we are hosting to win. That every host nation have at the back of their mind. So they shouldn't allow winning Morocco and Gambia to get into their heads that, oh, definitely we are the best. They are competing among the best, but they have what it takes to be the best. The pattern and the style of play they used against Morocco, if they can adopt that also against Tunisia, I think it will be of good advantage to them, because both countries, they are North Africa, and their style of play when it comes to volleyball also, it's almost the same. So it's just about strength and strategy. Know when to block, know when to jump high, know when to give it to someone else to smash the ball for you. So let's see what will happen against Tunisia, but I think the boys are doing us proud.
The boys are really doing well right now, winning their second game in volleyball. Under-21 African Nations Cup taking place in Tunisia. Right now they've done 2, and it's 2-2, because right now they won the 2 games so far played against Morocco and also the Gambia. Congrats to the Nigerian team, the volleyball Under-21 team. From there, let's go to football. As we talk about what is at stake right now is about the NFF election. And news came out that Nigerians are really waiting to see what's going to be happening concerning that particular scenario. Elective Congress to hold on or before 28 September 2020. Nigerian Football Federation assured Nigerians after seeing that really the wall is closing, a lot of Nigerians are waiting, a lot of pressure here and there, and the election must hold. Well, just yesterday, the vice president of NFF, the first vice president rather, that's Barrister Sheyi Akiwumi, came out by addressing the nation, saying, well, from the way it is, Lagos State is ready to host the nation. They want to make sure they host Nigeria concerning the annual general meeting. From there, the Elective Congress will follow. And from the way it is, we are waiting to see what will actually happen concerning this election. Finally, it's obvious the election will hold.
It is obvious it will hold, but the aftermath is what we don't know what will happen. And we don't know the scheme of things, what the Ahmadu Pinnick and his small cabal they are working on with the Congress. Like we analyzed in the morning, we have 2 issues here. The Tijani Babangida faction of the Association of National Professional Football League, if they find it, if they deem it fit that removing them from part of the Congress, it's something they don't want to take lightly, and they go to court, they may still get an injunction before the Congress. And if the game play or the game plan by the NFF chairman by using Association of Footballers Union that came on board just last year, not recognized by CAF, not recognized by FIFA, or not recognized by even the Congress Constitution itself, they allowed them to participate. That is a breach on its own. Someone will wake up tomorrow and say you allow someone that is not constitutionally recognized to be part of that. So it's like, we don't know what's going to happen, sincerely, but whatever the issue is, I think Ahmadu Pinnick should just see the handwriting on the wall. We are tired of him. We don't want to have anything to associate with him and Nigerian football again. He said he will work with whoever emerges as the who told him that we are interested in him to continue doing or having anything. Someone that had 8 good years, 8 solid years, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You did not achieve anything. You now want to associate with whoever is coming on board. Who is he associating himself with now?
Because he will become at least, let's say, politically former president. So
is he on the former president that you say the advice when it comes to the running of affairs of a nation?
Okay, maybe diplomatically, he's trying to give some advice as an elder.
Who asked for his advice?
As official.
Who asked for his advice?
I'm giving you instances where he will...
That instances is not going to work. I know you are a spokesperson. I know you are a spokesperson. I'm very sure if you are part of the Congress, you are part of those people that will vote in September, you'll have voted for him.
Seriously?
You'll have voted for him.
Oh,
because the truth is nobody is having anything personal against Amadou Pinnick. But we are stating the obvious now. Look at the volleyball team. Look at the hockey team. Look at the athletics. The athletes.
Gymnastics, all of them.
Look at what they are doing with the little concentration and the amount, the financial support and the recognition that they are getting from the federal government and from Nigerians. And look at what they are doing. Compare with the recognition, the financial support
that they get,
that the NFF they are getting. And look at what they are giving us in return. It's like they are making it look as if without him or without them, we cannot really do anything. Sincerely, we are waiting for the Congress. The fate of Nigerian football for the next 4 years lies with the Congress. So we are waiting for them. I hope for the first time in a very long years, we're going to do the right thing. Okay,
now, while we are talking about this, I look at the guys that are coming out. Okay, after the inaugural meeting in Lagos, it was formerly supposed to be in Bayelsa. Now they shift to Lagos, and since Seyi Akinwumi came up with that particular broadcast that, well, Lagos is ready. He is the FA chairman from Lagos and also the first vice president, and they will do everything possible to make sure the inaugural meeting holds afterwards the elective Congress. And right now, we've had at least about 6 or 7 people, if I can remember, that have come out that they want to contest. They want to contest the election, although from the current NFF membership, no one has really come out. Okay, I want to contest. Everybody has been. It has been one way or the other insinuation here and there. But those that have come out has been the ex-players of Eagles. That's Akwebu, Peter Saidinda, a lot of them. This morning, I bumped into a particular broadcast that say Gara Gombe wants to contest. Some people have been saying LMC chairman wants to contest. Someone say even the Seyi Akinwumi said want to contest. A lot of, at least, let me say rumors here and there, until maybe after the inaugural meeting that they know that elective Congress is coming, before everybody will come out to say, okay, I'm contesting.
Okay.
I'm talking about the NFF members.
48 hours, if you can be patient, since about 6 months ago, they're supposed to have done this by letting us know the process, the procedure. We'll still be patient for the next 48 or 72 hours to see if any member of the current NFF executive, they will have the moral justification to come out and tell us that after they failed woefully for the past 80 years, they now want to come out and contest. We'll ask them to come and do what? That's the question. I'm not writing them off, because at times you have a leader or a supervisor that doesn't listen to your advice. Maybe that is their case. Maybe they're advising Amadou Pinnick and he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's running a one-man show, just like he did in the case of the FA competition that he nominated Kwara United. So let's say maybe that is the situation. That is the problem. If that's the situation, no problem. We shouldn't write them off, okay? But we should ask them, what is their plan, especially when it comes to the grassroots development of football in this country? What do they have to revive the entire sport that we used to do before? What do they have as a budget? How to implement the budget that's been given to the NFF? We need to see a strategy. We need to see a roadmap. We need to see they need to even give us a target that, okay, I'm coming in, and in the next 4 years, currently, all the Nigerian domestic league, we are rated or ranked 28 in Africa. I'm going to make sure that I do all within my power, within the constitution, to revive that and take us to the top 10. How am I going to do this one? I'm going to work with the state government. They have a lot at stake in their hands to release some of their holdings, to allow individuals to invest more. We need to see that. We need to see how they are going to revive the name of Nigeria when it comes to international football. We need to see how this. Without that, I will do something. How do you want to do it? We need to ask questions. We shouldn't just go out there based on sentiment. But the problem I have is, me and you, I wish we had the right to vote during this election. That was the reason why the federal government, they gave a directive to the NFF that it should include some stakeholders. But because they know what they are doing, they refused a directive from the federal government too, that is giving you, that is financing you, supporting you financially, because of what they want to do. So I won't be surprised if, I will even be surprised if one or two of the current executive of the NFF did not vie for a position or win the election. That's the truth. Don't be surprised. This same man, Akinwumi, the FA, the Lagos State FA chairman, will come out and do that. Recall vividly the amount of panic that we are talking about. It was the FA chairman of Delta State before he became, because they have their own way, they have their own cabal. I'm not saying he shouldn't come out if he's the best candidate, but the truth is, because of the electioneering process, okay, of those that will vote, it will be difficult for, go and ask Uncle Shege. Go and ask him what he has seen when it comes to contesting for this same position. So they have their own people, they have their own cabal, that it will be difficult for you. It will be very difficult for you to break in if you are not one of them.
I still wonder how, just the way it happened in Cameroon, that Samuel Eto'o was able to break the cabal and became the president, because it took time, but it was eventually. Look at what's happening in Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah. This is the second time he's coming out. In fact, there was a time they made it look like he was winning. Then in almost the second stage, it was swept aside. So football in Africa has become kind of a cult, where the administrator, the main footballer or the ex-players find it very difficult to break into those who actually administer the rules and regulations of the sport. Meanwhile, the politicians, the money bags, are the one that controls this particular federation.
Okay, the ex-footballers, if they are really interested, they can go to Samuel Eto'o field.
How did you do it?
And ask him, how did he do it? And it's very simple. What he just needs is to get a support of a strong a current FA chairman to support and do his bidding.
Yeah. But the problem is, at times, when you allow them to support you and you get there, be assured that they want to control you.
No, that shows that they don't have the interest of the country at heart. In a normal settings, it should be by nomination. Akinwumi, that is fronting now, I hope he doesn't have his own selfish interest in it.
The LMC
chairman also, the Gombe State also. Yes,
all of them
may be interested. So let's look at if they really have the interest. There's nothing wrong in, I don't know how to do this, but I know someone that can do it better. Let me sponsor and support that person and be the one to be the person's campaign manager. Let it be in the history of this country that I campaigned or I brought someone to get it right when it comes to football in this country without expecting anything in return. I know it's difficult to get in this country, but we still have some people that can really do that. Then the ex-footballers also, they shouldn't just fold their arms. What stopped them from starting from their state in participating in how to become FA chairman? What stopped them from starting from there? From all the 36 states that we have, is it not bad?
At least,
that we don't have one
if
or
the
two?
ex-footballers, we have at least Patrick Pascal from Bauchi State, Maybe that's the only one I can remember. The others, I don't know, they seem to be politicians or administrators, but at least I know Paris Pascal from Bauchi State, an ex-footballer, and current.
What influence does he have when he was playing for Nigeria?
Of course.
We're talking about people that are established, for example, now. We're talking about having Kanu Nwankwo being FA chairman of the state.
Or Degbami. Imagine Segun
Degbami also. That is what we're talking about. We're talking about people that are influential even during their playing time. So if they have that, it will be very, very easy.
Imagine Pastor Taribo West.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about people that are very influential.
Tijani Babangida, all of them.
Even Tijani Babangida is doing very well now because he's currently the president of the
Players Union.
He's doing, and that is why, you see, this Amaju Pinnick, I don't want to be talking about him.
You guys will meet one-on-one.
Sincerely, he knows what he's doing. That is the reason why he's not recognizing the players. Yes, we are not recognizing the recognized constitutional union. That's the players' union. Because there's nothing you can do to bragado Tijani Babangida, a gold medalist from 1996
Olympics.
Atlanta Olympic. He played to the peak of his career.
Went to the World Cup.
So World Cup, there's nothing you can tell him. So that is why he's putting him aside by bringing his own loyalists, by giving them their own, just like we had during the days of one of the ex-presidents having TUC and NLC just to break the union. That is exactly what is happening in NFL right now. So it's just so sad, but Tijani Babangida shouldn't allow him to provoke him to stop this process.
This election.
He shouldn't. What they need to do is to go back. They say politics is local. That's what they say. So what they are doing in NFF now is politics. Let them to go back to local, go back to their states. Grassroots, go back to their states, vie for FA position, get there. That will encourage other people to do the same thing. They will start getting it right. If not,
it will take time.
It will really take time for us to do this.
Before an ex-player can become a president in Nigeria, according to Olawale Peters there, go back to your state, get the FA election done, at least out of 36. If you can have 15 or 16 ex-footballers, there's every tendency that very soon we'll have someone from their caucus winning the election. Well, that's it. We've been talking concerning the Elective Congress. It's expected to hold between now and September 20, and hopefully that will come up. Nigerians are waiting after the annual general meeting in Lagos that the NFL are saying they are assuring Nigerians that it will hold. Now, quickly, let's run through some transfer stories, both home and away. We're talking about ex-Ayimba forward to Siomayele seals 2-year deal with USM Kenchela of Algeria. He was formerly with Ayimba. He has played with so many clubs in Nigeria, Kano, Pillars, everywhere. But right now, he's moving to Algeria. And I still wonder, how come most of the transfer I've been seeing, if it's not Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, Sudan, what's the problem? Is it that our players, they don't want to move to Europe, or our football has really gone down, that they are not signing our players abroad?
Okay, the issue...
This current transfer...
the issue is not that they are not... they don't want to play in Europe, but they don't have the opportunity to showcase their talent to the world.
Now, most of the Europe you see is either in Croatia, Malta...
They have to start from somewhere. Now, let's look at the likes of Kanu Nwankwo, Mikel Obi, Austin Okosha, Austin Iguafon, Sunday Olise. They had a platform that showcased their talents.
Before they moved.
The World Cup, the Nations Cup, the Atlanta.
The underage competition.
Yes, under 21.
Under 17.
Under 17. What platform do we have now, or what platform do they have? That's number one. Even when the platform is available, they don't use our local player to showcase their talent. It's the same people that they've made names in Europe that they are still bringing to do the same thing for us. So I'm not going to blame them for this. They have to make a way for themselves. Through the Algerian team, probably they have a lot of scouts that are coming to watch the Algerian leagues. Have you ever watched Nigerian league live on TV before? They'll tell you, don't tell me it's available on NFF online, MPFL TV. No. We're talking about watching it even on our station here. Let them come and partner with Trust TV, that we want to partner with too. All Nigerian local matches.
We want to broadcast it live. We have what it takes to do that. Of course.
So what stops them from doing that? They will not do that. So that is the problem. Ethiopian League, Kenyan League, you'll be surprised where we are watching them. So these people, they don't have the opportunity to showcase their talent. So wherever they have the opportunity,
they move.
They'll just move, irrespective of where it is.
As they say that, Pala, say we move. Nigerians, you are moving. Talking about Nigerian players, they are moving. That's Tosin Omoyele joining an Algerian team there. A 2-year deal, Kenchela, that's the name, USM. And you look at Manchester United boss, Eric Ten Hag, to allow Cristiano Ronaldo to move, because right now it's not really going well between the players and also the entire squad of that team. Well, why this particular story came up, another person has advised Ten Hag, Gary Neville, say, if you allow Ronaldo to leave, Man United will collapse. That to him, he believes if he should leave, all the other players might just feel what's the essence of staying, and then they begin to feel a bit unwanted.
Okay, I disagree.
That's for Gary Neville.
Yes, yeah, I disagree with him. Now, let's take it this way. For an employee, because Ronaldo is an employee of Manchester United, emotional resignation comes before physical resignation. Once you've resigned emotionally from a workplace or from an organization,
whatever you are doing,
it's just a matter of time before the physical resignation will comes in. That is what happens to Ronaldo. He has to resign emotionally from Manchester United. And Gary Neville is saying that Man United will do what? Will go down. Where are they currently today?
Yeah, down.
What's their position?
Maybe he wants to say down.
Currently now they are down. They are down. They've conceded how many goals? 6 goals in 2 matches with Brighton and Brentford. And they've not even scored this season.
And they've not even faced the Jagabans of football in England.
They've not even scored this season because the goal against Brighton, it was an home goal. So all their strikers, including Ronaldo himself, they've not netted in a goal. And allowing Ronaldo to go may be an opportunity for the likes of Malaga, the likes of Rashford, the likes of Sancho, to look at the responsibility is
just
now
just like when he
us.
left Real Madrid and Benzema actually got his act.
Benzema got his act. Vinicius Junior also he got his act. They are able to pick up. The same thing will happen when you have a star, a brand like Ronaldo. Even when you have the opportunity of scoring a goal, and you are seeing Ronaldo by your side, naturally you are like, oh, if I miss this goal, I'll be in problem. Let me give it to him. So they will not be free to play their game.
Their best will come out.
And what Manchester United need right now
let him go.
Is to put everybody, they just put them down and start picking one after the other. And the first person that I think it needs to go is Ronaldo, because it's supposed to be a motivating factor for the team and for the young players. Is he doing that right now? No.
He wants to leave.
No matter what happened, I don't think this is the right time for Ronaldo to even bring up the issue of he wants to leave or he doesn't want to play in the Thursday football. This is not the time for him to do that. He's supposed to be loyal to a club that brought you to where you are today. Because they are the one that discovered him through Alex Ferguson and brought him to Manchester United. It's from there that he started rising because they believed in him. He should reciprocate what they've done to him by being loyal to the core with the team. He has nothing to prove again. The only trophy that is left for him to win is World Cup. And I really doubt if he can win it. And if he's going to win it, he's winning it with a Portuguese team, not with Manchester United. He should leave a good roadmap so that he can remain a legend for them. As far as I'm concerned, please, they should allow him to go.
Good one there. We just have to really quickly look at Manchester United boss. Okay, we're taking that. Chelsea to make an improved offer of £45 million for Everton's winger, Anthony Gordon. That's the player they want to buy. And also, we talk about Manchester United closing in on £45 million. Atletico Madrid, Matheus Cunha. Those are the 2 players right now when it comes to the transfer. Well, Cunha is the player they want to quickly buy right now.
Okay, I don't think Everton currently, with what they are going through, they will let go one of their rising stars. That's the truth.
For Gordon?
No, for Gordon, I don't think they will really allow that to happen right now. And if they're going to do that, so that means Chelsea will pay. When I say pay, they will pay seriously for it. Because what Everton is going to do this time around is they will look at the risk involved. So I'm going to allow my rising star to go. So you pay for it, 70 The 45 million pounds they are talking about, I doubt if Everton will allow that. They should give them a money that they will not be able to resist. That is it. If you are going for an old striker, currently now, I would like to look at, okay, probably the striker has about a year or 2 years left to go. But currently, I don't understand the reason why you have to leave it this late when the league have started and Everton have seen their position and they've seen where they are and there's nothing available in the market for them to go and buy. Now you say you want to buy from us. How is that possible?
They will hold him tight.
How is that possible?
And if they are going to sell, it will be from the notes they're going to buy.
That is the issue. So buying right now, I don't think is an option. The only option left for them to do is to see how they will maximize what they really have. We have a lot of players on free transfer. I don't know how they allowed that to sleep. Now they want to get a player that has a future, that has something to offer for the team that is currently struggling also. It's like going to Manchester United saying you want to go and buy Rashford or Sancho.
They won't allow him.
Sancho's, with what they are going through.
Well, good one there. We've been talking concerning some transfer story here. Well, good one for Team Nigeria. The volleyballers are really having a swell of the day because now they've won their second game and they'll be facing Tunisia on Wednesday. That's a good one there. Right now, we've been talking sport on 360 Sport and has been with Solawale Peters. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure being here, and I hope the Congress will be each free one, and we have a new face in the Nigerian football.
Hopefully, let's see what's going to happen concerning Nigerian football there. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.